Hello. Okay, so I have two chats going because I'm using Restream, so this is gonna be real fun. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to speed through the first half of the story. Last time we left off was actually really close to the twist, so I'm excited for that. Um, but last time we chose Natsuki, so this time I might choose Yuri just to see like a different path. If you all are okay with that. RP no channel points to make you sit up. Sure. Go back to my original one. It's fine, it's fine. This channel is just for the VODs. Wait, it says that my stream is unstable. Shit. No, don't do this to me. Well, we'll see how it goes. Let's just choose a new game. Why not? So I can redo the beginning. Shit. How slow is it? How long is the delay? Ah, Hunter, you didn't redeem first. Oh, why didn't you? Damn. Hunter, you missed out. Okay, anyway. Abby is also streaming. Maybe I'll like redeem something. Redeem a hat pat. Pat pat. Okay. Actually there might be an ad soon. Damn. Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, John. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Ehehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, John, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average. Well, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever and is over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs in the club. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. And Mimi! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Wait, actually, I might just turn off ads for this game, because... Wait, how do I turn off ads? Ad-free viewing? Do, do, do. I don't know if I did it or not, but hopefully that does something. But anyway, okay. I hope the delay is not too bad. Whoa, I want to offer a promotion. No, thank you. Okay, anyway. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, John, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? Oh, hi, Abby. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Wow, and say so. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, John. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little You too, Monica. Come sit down, John. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. A little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sari mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sari grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sari said... Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Soon. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the tea... She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself at that, in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal, which is me. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature, because I'm an idiot. So, John, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. We're both human. We both breathe. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. I am a rock. I'm as hard as a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Shurila horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Saria sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you wrote your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems! We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, John? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... John? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Damn it. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. John, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress a class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, John, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Hell yeah. Booba. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls, why not all four? Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me, of course. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I personally like Sayori a lot, just because, I don't know, she's like very warm. Warm? Hey! Rain cloud. Shit, I actually don't know which one is which. Okay. Lollipop is probably Natsuki. Color promise? Comfort. Happiness. Pure melancholy? Melancholy is probably Yuri. Hell yeah. Sunny? Sadness. Sadness? Boop. Memories. Vanilla. Friends. I don't know. Bunny? But no, Bunny is Natsuki. Cry. Okay. Smile? Oh, fuck. Last time it was Natsuki, though. Okay. Disoriented. I still need 5 more? Oh my god. Daydream. Pout. Precious. Embrace. Fuck. Atone? No. Entropy. Nibble. Raindrops? Fuck! Fuck, I don't know. Romance. Wrath. Adventure. Peace. Joy? Okay. Hi again, John. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was forced to be here. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, John. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserved any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom, in the club room. Damn, Monica, why you gotta be like that? Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga! Oh, what voice am I doing? Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plows back into her seat. Manga is literature, dude. Don't worry, guys. John always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. I'm not having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I may be a little jealous. How come? You and John can become good friends too. Sayori... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Whoop! That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Nah, I'm just fucking lazy. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our only chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature clubs sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's just a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That worked out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa. Literally. Whoa! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling up my vision. I nearly fall in my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. Don't say that so loud. God damn. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sari, it's written all over you. Eh? Sari glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sari's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Yeah, it is weird. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess? Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest because she got booba. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I brought it. I did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Can I touch it? Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sari's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh, it's not worth it at all. Fashion is pain. Sari hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sari puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! John, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sari still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sari and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Pull out this dick. Sari is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Oh, damn. Family came in. On the other hand, Monica... Oh my god. My tongue. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuke and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's do Sayori, because I wrote it for her. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Oh my So good, John. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sorry, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe in Natsuki's. Aw, don't be like that. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Yeah? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a John poem. And that makes me feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sarah hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy with just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, John. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. It's not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I want the booba. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my binds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh, fuck. What did I do? Sorry. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. A little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I looked forward to it. Who should I send my poem to next? Natsuki. Let's go in order. Why not? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it wasn't bad. Ugh. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can speak. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like it set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hi! Welcome. We're just playing Doki Doki. Yuri. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. Wow! Hi, Kiriyama. I'm just quickly reading through the beginning. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. What do you mean, you no fun? Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I want to read. Yeah, I know, but like, I want to just get past this first part, you know? And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Like, it's faster if I read it myself. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. In the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the seconding blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is really pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, John. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Linger in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Monica! Hi, John. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Uh-huh. Don't worry, John. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I have Monica in my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. How did you know? Is that so? Oh, is that so? You and Sarah are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sarah and I are actually really different. Who's your waifu for now? I still like Sayori, so I'm going with her, but for the after school thing, I think I'm going to choose Yuri because we went with Natsuki last time. We may be good friends, but Sarah and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sarah's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good, of course. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Yeah, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Can I scroll? Okay. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Oh my god. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Hi, I love the story. This isn't a first time run by any chance? Well, technically it is. Kind of. So I personally already know what happens. I have some friends and viewers that don't know what happens. And also, I already played half of it on my channel before, but I just want it to be all in one video, so I'm like redoing the beginning right now. So yeah, oh, thank you for the compliment. I'm trying my best. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. Oh, understood. No spoiling from here. Yes, no spoiling, please. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. Almost sounds like art just turns something in. For real, turn something in, always. Don't get a 0. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sari liked it, and John did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And John liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that John appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as John started to show up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. John, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, John. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, John? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. Fuck. So of course, that's going to be help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? John, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. Oh my god. Thank you for the water, Abby. I was like trying to find a timing until I go get water. Wait, I have to like refill my cup. Oh, okay. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't it? Isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly. Sorry. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I said it was worthwhile. I'd say it was worthwhile. Oh my god. Why can't I read this? Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. John, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, what a wonderful... Oh, sorry. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And not to myself with newfound determination. Undertale. John! Ready to whack home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, John, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Serenity still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. I got all the boobas. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? You know what I mean? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Wow, cold. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Lollipop sunset. Together. Comfort. Rain. Wait, Raincon is Yuri, right? Strawberry games. Entropy, judgment, parfait. Fuck, I don't know. Aura? Fuck! Fuck! No! Heart? Okay, summer. Summer was Sayori last time, wasn't it? Am I just going insane? Friends. Happiness. Hope? Flower. Tears. Bouncy. Fuck, I don't know. Wonderful. Joy. Oh my god. Forgive? Okay. Pure. Clouds? That might be... Oh, what? Why would Natsuki be clouds? Because clouds are cute and fluffy? Doki Doki. Peaceful? Anime. Oh, I know who that is. Hopeless? Might be Yuri. No, okay. Clumsy. Disarray? I don't know. Fuck. Sadness. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, John! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ooh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell John to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Eh? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Plop! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is this because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, blah, blah, blah. Actually, that one almost worked. Definitely 30-minute mark. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks pretty good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? I'm hot, okay? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose a club of her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, John. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. John! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from the other classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with John to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, John? Yep, let's go. Sari and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sari hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm It feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sari finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sari, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to be doing a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. John, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie! I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sari spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, John, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been so long since I've spent time with Sari like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventure with Sari brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sari heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sari pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sari starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right. That's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah! Sari bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls on the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sari clutches her forehead. Geez, Sari, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sari is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sari. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Nice. Sari slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs aside. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. John! Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sari makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pass Sari in the shoulder and run out into the hallway. Is anyone here a doctor? I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since I'll be using it as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sari likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm ready to return to the classroom where I left Sari. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Oh, damn it. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sari, here. I hand Sari the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sari opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sari, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? You were already stupid. Sari places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, John. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. Maybe I'll increase the music a bit. Whoa, that was a lot of sound. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. John, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. You little baby. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. John, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing. So my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sari has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside, but when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sari hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ugh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sari out of the classroom. Sari plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sari, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh. We have it right. Sari frantically glances around herself. I forgot all this stuff. Calm down, Sari. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, John. Oh, well, Sari. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sari. She was here for moral support. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? We'll just go in order again. Sari. John, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Oh no, it's Doki Doki. Yep, it's Doki Doki. No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you because I love you. Eh? Whoa. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? Because I'm so stupid. But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Just like a kid. Just like a little baby. Even the little things. Like cooking! Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? Because you're so fucking dumb. I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Yeah, sure. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, John. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. How? Suri hastily bends down to pick up the piece you dropped. Or do you mean the lead? You don't mean the entire pencil, right? But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. And then we kiss. Sorry! It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Suri clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Suri. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit on the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And now I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks! I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always... Oh my god, fried shrimp. It's Evie! Saris always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I can relate. Ugh. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Do I still have my poem? Oh, I said I would give it to her after the day, right?
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew what?
Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. I'm very optimistic. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Whoosh!
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sary's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. You know, telepathy. But you never really struck me as her type.
Whoa. Excuse me. Sari has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Whoa. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound in the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Whoa, this scrolling is so weird. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The whole world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Snitches get stitches, bruh.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter! It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, John. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its the raccoon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens nice. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Wait, what did you say? Would you be down for more Ghost Stories dub? Sure. When? Do you mean now? I could probably do it later. The raccoon has taken to following me. Also, hi, wolf, shepherd. Whenever, not now. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd be down. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. I feed myself again, not feel. That's daddy to you, thank you very much. Nah. You're an old man. I should call you grandpa. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. You're dumb as fuck. That's why. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Grandpa, that's kinky. No. You can be kinky in your imagination. In a retirement home. Yeah, if it takes it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. You know, there's clearly a raccoon and a knife and bread, you know? Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? That bitch? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. She's such a bitch. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. I hate her. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. I'm not a snitch. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Monica! My favorite! Hi again, John. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. Yeah, 'cause I like her. She's my waifu. You two are the dynamic duel. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just a little bitch. I'm just teasing. I know it takes a lot of time to make friends with everyone. But you and Natsuko are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm still just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah,
I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Whoop. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of nothing. Of meaningless! My god. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Kinky. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Because I don't read.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen.
Fuck. What did she just say?
Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together something good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters, and I have to sign some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago.
Hi, I am Kat.
It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sarah looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sarah and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. I forced you into it. You have no choice.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem! Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine, unlike me. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line as she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sarah looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sari? I'll go next.
Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first person to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sari hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori,
it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Trying to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sarah begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. A whole new world. But this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even John liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before John. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let John lower everyone's expectations, everyone's standards a little more before I have to do it. Natsuki?
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. What do you mean? Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. It's pity. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe. I'm a strong, confident man.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Jump off the building.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem because it's called Jump! Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Yo, welcome.
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised by that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There is no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sari and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sari?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, John, you don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sari once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sari is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sari!
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sari fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with Sayori because I like her. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, John. You think I might wait too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So
Sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sarah to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows? Wait, Heart. Was Heart Sayori last time? I can't remember. Okay. Smile. Joy. Joy, I know for sure. Hopeless. Forgive. Shit. Breathe? No. Breathe is Yuri, right? Destiny? No! Fear? Misery, giggle, bouncy, flower, nightgown. Fuck, I don't know. Misery? Okay. Some of these can go like either way. Rain Cloud was... Yeah. It was Cloud that is Natsuki. Raindrops. Comfort. Melancholy. Fuck! Puppy, Aura. Aura? I think it was Aura. No, Sunny. Together, vivid. Together. Cheer? Hair. Who likes hair? I do. Captive? Hello! Welcome. Fuck. Incapable. Fuck! How is Yuri incapable? What do you mean? Existence, desire, sugar, landscape, scarcity, pout. Fun. Vibrant? Vibrant. You're lying. Yuri is not vibrant, okay? Shut the fuck up. Socks? Bliss? Cloud. Okay, Clouds is Natsuki. Unrequited. Precious. Amazing. Promise. Sparkle. Oh, alone. Journey. No! No! Okay, hold on a second. I am going to take a quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. Okay, see you guys. Okay, I'm back. I think we're almost to the after school place. And then, yeah. So that's where we left off. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the... No. What voice did I get for a fuck? I walked away for a second and now I forgot. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of a room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I whip my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Hi, welcome. Hey, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before returning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. John, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, John. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about her well-being of my club members, you know? About the well-being. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, John. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way! Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, John. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do now anyway? What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so she just forget what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully.
I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm getting this that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now I feel like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to reshare their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Sayori, my love, my beautiful, my sweet. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, John. Thanks. Sarah, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, John, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki, but in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Dinner? I already ate. Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. That's depressing. So sometimes it's just easier to write than when thinking about you. Sayori? No, John, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, John. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see where you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm trying. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if you ended up just scaring... What if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ha ha ha! How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just wash my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow.
I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Hi, welcome.
Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice.
Okay, that was the end of this conversation. Well done, John. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, John?
Eh?
Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible.
Huh?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked. Yuri... What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay, here.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and expansive bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds and endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. But one can only build a sandcastle where its sand is wet, where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate bounding line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore.
Beach!
Yeah, life's a beach.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? That bitch? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. That bitch. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. Can you tell that I hate her? She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, I suppose it's not as bad. It's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Monica, what do you have for me today? Hi, John. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. I'm putting pressure on you. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poem and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. I'm becoming her. I am Sayori now. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that, although we kind of grew up as best friends. I haven't been seeing her as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. How about how Sayori's been a little bit off today? Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, John, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure, or I'll kill you. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. You said that already. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Okay. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that ever was sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of the current of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand clutches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Thank you for the water, Wolf. Ugh. Okay, you know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here.
It seems you're right. Saria always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck does she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. We're just friends. Friends with benefits. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me lately, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people?
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so...
Why didn't you answer the question, Monica? Huh?
Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all.
You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too?
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow up as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. Hi, yes, I'm playing Doki Doki.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, John.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. John may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for John to...
What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to John to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
Thank you for the compliment. Hi, it's so cool to see people still streaming this game. Yes! I mean, it's free, so why not? Right? Oh, thank you for following! Yeah, I hope you guys are having fun with the playthrough so far. Wow, I sound weird. Only an
Irubiru, I guess.
Oh my god. Woof woof! Thank you, Shepherd. Wait, it is? Yeah, it's free. It's always been free. But I think like the DLC or something, or like part 2, I don't even know what it is, but like the other game is not free. But the original Doki Doki is free.
So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, you can play it yourself if you want. It's free? Yes, it's free. You guys can go find it on Steam or like go to the website, you know?
Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah.
John, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with Sayori, my baby. Oh, fuck. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and
Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much?
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? I can't choose Sayori, my baby.
Yuri, because we chose Natsuki last time. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me? Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki? I can already tell that you're about to say something mean.
No, I was just saying. Ugh.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, John?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it.
Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, John?
Me?
I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me.
What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why John picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. Oh shit. I need to plug in my computer, sorry. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I began to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. The best little girl. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind.
I'm such an airhead, uwu.
Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way. Oh, fuck. I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Oh my god. Don't underestimate yourself, John. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks herself with an extremely intense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside the school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there is no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between that and what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's very strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, John! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sarah's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sarah had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yup. There's more silence between us. Sarah stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sari smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, John. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
Sarah gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, John. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, John? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having... What? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by them having... Caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, John. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else in this club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, John, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
John.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
John.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. John,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arm around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, John. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you?
Uh,
It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for you to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I'll see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Don't look under the bed.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
Don't look at the prawn. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine. It's not fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. It's a dildo.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in a black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself.
Hello. Welcome.
You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. It just takes a moment. A thin layer of vapor begins to spout through the small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you let them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that it would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here. I adore this game. Welcome.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative and sounds like a lot of work. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, John. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Dick. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon onto her desired length. Then she reaches in her bag once more to pull out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well,
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
you're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just terrified. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Ha 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 ha. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it? Like my baby?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. I cut myself, because I'm an idiot. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. I do cut myself because I'm an idiot. Ow!
John, why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
How would you know that? A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
But please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Looks like you never think, huh? Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing. Oh, fuck.
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Uri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. I just really want to do that. I just really wanted to lick her hand, you know? John! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Ha 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 ha, I knew that would be a bad idea, you fucking idiot. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, John. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? Sure. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cup too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat! What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. I'm not sure watercolor would be the best for this. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects that we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I really don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite opposite, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. I just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I returned to my room and kneeled back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I didn't expect it. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, and it's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she is unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You said that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not like that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I just start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. For what? For shit, what's that game called? Twister. Yeah, we should play Twister. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Disappointed? Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. She really wanted to play Twister. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. It's still very bright outside. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we needed, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, John. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, John. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... Eh? It's okay, John. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sarah beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sarah waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what?
What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, John? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sorry, don't say that.
It's true, John. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika's right. I should just...
Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sarah looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, John. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. John, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori, I love you. I love you.
Eh?
Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy.
John.
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
John, is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, John. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm so supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, John.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you the best.
Hey, John?
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these things will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Okay, this is where we left off. Uh, Guac, Kiriyama, are you guys in chat? Are you guys still watching? Okay, hold on. Oh shit. My friend messaged me on Discord. Where are they doing? Oh, they're all chatting without me. Oh my god, how dare they?